Students, okay, I'm going to share screen with you so we can start. So now we are going to start chapter number 2, life and living things. Open page number 21. We have to start from special cells for special jobs. It's page number 21. Hurry up, open your books. We have to start from this special cells for special jobs. So what do we mean by special cells and for special jobs? It means that in our body there are some special cells, like we have studied cells like red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. But there are some special cells which have special jobs in our body. There are many cells, and what are these cells? There are four these kinds of cells: nerve cells, epithelial cells, pollen grains, red blood cells. So now we are going to study each of these cells independently. Okay, so starting from nerve cell. Okay, so this page we are going to study this page. So what are nerve cells? So nerve cells are basically, as shown in the diagram, you can see they are very thin fibers, or you can say there's a thread-like structure. You can underline the word fibers. It means a thread-like structure. So nerve cells or neurons. Nerve cells have another name, which is neurons. Okay, you can underline nerve cells and write neurons. Nerve cells, or called neurons, have long, thin fibers. You can see in the diagram they have very thin fibers, or you can say that they are having a thread-like structure, and they are extending from throughout our body. They are extending throughout our body, and they are carrying messages from one part of the body to another. Like they're carrying message from the brain to our fingers, or they're carrying messages from the brain to our foot. Okay, so now we have studied that brain is the thinking part of our body. If we are not having brain, we cannot think properly. Because of the brain, we can think, we can we can understand, and we can argue, we can reason, we have a reason. Okay, so because of the brain, our body can think, we can think, we have understanding of different things. Without brain, there is no thinking, there is no understanding. So these nerve cells or neurons are found in our brain. They are not only found in our brain, they are found in our central nervous system and also in our peripheral nervous system. So what is central nervous system? Central nervous system is the brain and the nervous system. Basically, central nervous system is the brain, and the head region is the central nervous system. You can write CNS also. It means central nervous system. And peripheral nervous system, like the spinal cord and this region, the backbone, the spinal cord, that cause the peripheral nervous system. So there are two systems, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. You can write CNS or PNS. It means central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So what is central nervous system? Central nervous system composed of brain. So we are having these neurons or nerve cells in our brains. You can see their structure in the book. As you can see in the book, that it's very thin thread-like structures, and they are extending. As you can see that these threads are extending, and they are connecting the one part of the body to another. For example, if I just touch a hot cup of tea, okay, I just draw my hand back because I understand that I have touched something hot. Okay, so how can I understand this? Because of the brain. Now these nerve cells send messages from the brain, and they carry messages towards our fingers, like that we have touched a hot object. And this happens in just thousandth of a second. Like we just draw our hand back because we understand that we have touched something, and hot object. So because of these nerve cells, we are able to understand, we are able to think, because they are connecting our body. So now you understand what are nerve cells. Nerve cells are long, thin strands of fibers, or you can say thin thread-like structures, and they are carrying messages from one part of the body to another. For example, if we are just if we just put our foot in a cold object, in water, in cold water, then we just feel at once that we have put our foot in a cold object. How can we feel that? How can we think that? Because of our senses, and also because of these nerve cells, because they carry messages from the central nervous system to us, or from the peripheral nervous system. And this happens very quickly, that we just we if we have done something and we just draw our hand back or draw our foot back, it happens in very small time. So these are called nerve cells. These are basically cells. They are called cells, and they are not unicellular, obviously, because they are multicellular. Okay, so we have read about unicellular and multicellular. I am going to repeat again: unicellular and multicellular. So what do we mean by unicellular? Like, some living things are made up of only one cell. So these are unicellulars, and some are made up of more than one cell. They are called multi. So it means human beings are multicellular because they do not have only a single cell for anything. They have many cells. So like nerve cells, epithelial cells, pollen grains, red blood cells. So these are nerve cells. So nerve cells, or you can say neurons, have long thin fibers, and they carry messages from one part of the body to another. Okay, now coming to the next, epithelial cells. As you can see in the diagram, what these cells look like. These are very thin and flat. And where do we have these cells? We have these cells on our skin. Where do we have these cells? On our skin. They are on our skin. They are on the lining of our blood vessels, and also in our digestive system. In the third line, it is written alimentary canal. You can underline and you can write the meaning: digestive system. Alimentary canal means digestive system. So where these cells are found? These cells are found on our skin, and they what is their purpose? Why are they present on the skin? They are there for protection. They protect against diseases, against infections, and against viruses. And also they are present because they help in absorption as well, absorption of water, like it prevents loss of something, or it helps in protection and absorption. So what are we reading? Epithelial cells. Epithelial cells are very thin and flat. As you can see in the diagram, they are very thin and flat, and they are found on our skin. Okay, they are found on also on the lining of the blood vessels. What are blood vessels? You can underline. What are blood vessels? There are arteries, veins, capillaries. These are called blood vessels. Blood vessels are arteries, veins, and capillaries. We have studied that these are the three types of blood vessels, which we will study. That they have what is their function? To carry blood in our body: arteries, veins, and capillaries. And also where epithelial cells are found, they are found in the alimentary canal. What is alimentary canal? The digestive system. So what is their function? What is the function of these cells? These cells help in protection and absorption. How do they protect? Obviously, if they are found on our skin, so they will protect our viruses from entering our skin. You can write, they will protect our skin from diseases, from infections. Okay, and from losing water. Okay, so these cells are also they act as a barrier between the inside and the outside environment. Like, this is our skin, this is in our body, and the epithelial cells found on the skin are protecting our skin from the outside environment. So they are basically, these epithelial cells are acting as a barrier, as a barrier between the inside and the outside environment. They are protecting our skin from damage, from infection, and also they from entering from diseases. They do not let viruses enter inside our skin. So now we have studied two kind of cells, nerve cells and epithelial cells. So what are epithelial cells? They're very thin and flat. They're found on our skin. They're found on the lining of blood vessels and also in our alimentary canal. They help our skin in protection against viruses, against diseases, against infection, and also absorption. Okay, so what is absorption? Like absorption of water or any kind of fluid. Okay, so next kind of cell is pollen grains. Okay, we have studied pollen grains. So what are pollen grains? Pollen grains are cells. Pollen grains are basically cells. As you can see the structure, these are cells. Okay, pollen grains. Now I'm reading it on your book. You can see some pollen grains have a spiky surface. Now you can see the picture. What are they showing you? This kind of surface. This is what? This is a spiky surface. They are having spikes. Spikes means like thorns, like spines. Okay, this is a spiky surface. And why they are having a spiky surface? Why they are having a spiny surface? You can write the meaning of spiky as spiny. Why they're having a spiny kind of surface, which helps them to stick to the bodies of any other animals or insects. Okay, and also pollen grains have wings. Pollen grains have wings so that they can be carried by the wind. So these two adaptations, like they are having a spiky surface to help them attach to any kind of insect, and then the insect will carry them to any place, or also they are having tiny wings so that they can be carried by the wind. So both these adaptations help in pollination. So you know what is pollination. So pollen grains are basically cells and they help in pollination. Pollination means like it is a method of reproduction in plants. Okay, so pollen grains are basically helpful in pollination. Basic function of pollen grains is pollination. We have studied cells and we have studied their function, that why are they present, what is their function. So the function of pollen grains is pollination. Okay, so you can write what are pollen grains. Pollen grains are cells and pollen grains have a tough coating. Okay, as you can see, they have a tough coating. They have a spiky surface, they have a tough coating which help them to stick to any insect. Okay, and also they are single cells. Pollen grains are single cells. It means they are unicellular. Above two cells which we have studied, they are multicellular, but now because they are found in the human beings. But now we are studying pollen grains. Pollen grains are found in plants. Where are pollen grains found? They are found in plants. So they are unicellular. But it's not necessary that each plant is unicellular, but pollen grains are unicellular. Okay, so they are a single cell. So pollen, inside a pollen grain, inside this cell, there is a pollen. Where is a pollen found? Inside a pollen grain. So when this, like inside this cell, inside a pollen grain, there is pollen. So some pollen grains have a spiky surface, means to say they have a spiny surface, so that they can be attached to any insect, or they can be, or they have wings which enable them to fly in the air, which help them to be carried by the wind. So these adaptations help in pollination. Okay, so pollen grains are basically found in plants for which purpose? For pollination. Okay, so we have studied three different kind of cells. We have studied nerve cells, we have studied epithelial cells, and pollen grains. So firstly, what are nerve cells? We have studied that they are very thin strands of fibers and they carry messages from one part of the body to another. Okay, and they are found in both systems. In central nervous system, you can write CNS, or in peripheral nervous system, you can write PNS. Okay, so they are found in both these systems. It means they are found all over our body and they carry messages from one part of the body to another. Next, we have studied epithelial cells. So what are epithelial cells? We have studied that they are found on our skin. and they helps our skin. They protects our skin from any kind of viruses or any diseases or infections. So these are found on our skins and they help in protection and absorption. So the function of these cells is written in the last line. The function of epithelial cell is, you can underline, these cells help in protection and absorption. Next, pollen grains. We have studied what are pollen grains. Inside pollen grains are cells, and inside these cells pollen is found. Okay, and we have studied that they have two adaptations. What are these? That they have a spiky surface, they have a spiny surface, which help them to attach to any insects and be carried by the insect, or they have wings, which enable them to be carried by the wind. So these adaptations help in pollination. So what is the function of pollen grains? It is written in the last line. You can underline. Both adaptations help in pollination. What kind of adaptation? That they are having a spiky surface and also they are having wings. Okay, now last we have which cells. As you can see in the shape, it is and the color is also telling us that now we are going to study which kind of cells. Red blood cells. Now as you can see in the picture, that these red blood cells have a dish shape. You can see in the picture that they are having a dish shape. So what are red blood cells? Red blood cells are found in our body, in human beings as well as in animals, and it helps to carry oxygen in the body. So red blood cells basic function is to transport oxygen. You can underline, red blood cells carry oxygen around the body and they have a large surface area to pick up lots of oxygen. Now you can see in the picture that they have a dish shape and they are also non-nucleated. Means they are not having a nucleus. You can write above red blood cells that they are non-nucleated. They are not having a nucleus. So they carry oxygen around the body and they have a large surface area and they can pick up lots of oxygen. Okay, so basically red blood cells means they transport blood. Red and obviously they are red in color, which shows that they are there for transportation of blood, and they also carry oxygen. Okay, so we have studied 4 kinds of cells. I have repeat the first 3. Now I will just repeat one more time. Red blood cells. So what are red blood cells? Red blood cells basic function is to transport oxygen. They carry blood around our body. That's why they are red in color. They are non-nucleated, means they are not having any nucleus. They are not having a proper nucleus. And they have a large surface area to pick up lots of oxygen. Okay, its function is written in the last line. You can underline. They have a large surface area to pick up lots of oxygen. It's the function of red blood cells. Okay, now your homework is that you have to do test yourself question answers. Question number 1 is name 3 types of cells in your body. So you can write any 3 types. We have studied 4 types. No, sorry, we have studied 3 types. Pollen grains are found in plants. So which are found in our body. So what are these? Nerve cells, epithelial cells, red blood cells. Okay. So what are epithelial cells? It's written in your notes, and also you can. I will just tell you once again. I can ask you at the end of the chapter. Now I will ask you now because I have repeated, but I will ask you now. Okay, why do red blood cells have a large surface area? It's quite easy. They have a large surface area to pick up oxygen. How are pollen grains adapted to help plant pollination? There are 2 kinds of adaptation, that they are enabled to be carried by the wind because they are having wings, and also they are having a spiky surface. Okay, so these 2 adaptations help in pollination. So these are very easy question answers, and you have to do these question answers with this page. Okay, so this is your homework. Okay, now you have to open your exercise. It's page number 29. We have to do MCQs and true false. Hurry up, take out your pencils and also open page number 29. Okay, it's exercise. You can unmute and answer me the question, the answer of the MCQs. You can unmute yourself and you can answer the MCQs. Okay. Okay, the number of different kinds of animals on Earth is roughly. It's from the new. Now you know, or you have read it in the early, on the first page. I think so.
D.
Yes, it's D. It's 15 lakh. The number of different kinds of animals on Earth is roughly 15 lakh. Yes, you can mark D. Okay, number two. Number two. When using a microscope, which of the following combination of lenses gives the highest magnification? Yes, X5
minus 10 minus 10 pp's and plus and multiply by 10 objective.
It's part D. It's part D. 10 eyepiece and 10 objective. Okay, if we multiply both, then we will have a magnification of 100. It's D. D. Okay. Number 3. Which of the following is not present in an animal cell? It's very easy.
Number
B. B. B.
Yes, yes, chloroplast. B. Because in an animal cell, cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus is found, but what is not found? Chloroplast. Okay, number 4.
What is the A part answer?
A part is D. Okay, number 4. Which of these parts controls what goes on inside a plant cell?
nucleus.
Nucleus की बात नहीं सही है.
Nucleus.
Yes, it's
Nucleus.
Part C, 4C. Nucleus. Number 5. Which of the following carry messages around the body? Yes.
Cells.
Cells. B. 5B. B. Okay, now true, false. You can write T or F. Okay. All living things carry out the same life processes.
True.
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 Because we carry out the same, like breathing, respiration, excretion. All these are the same life processes. Okay, number 2. Energy is released from food in a process called excretion. False. Yes, false. Number 3. All cells have a cell wall.
False.
False, because plant cells have a cell wall. Number 4. Multicellular organisms are made up of millions of cells joined together. True. 5th. Red blood cells have a large surface area to pick up lots of oxygen.
False.
True. Yes, it's true, because we have studied that red blood cells function is to carry oxygen. Okay, come on, next page now. Come to the next page. We have to. It's page number 30. Question number 3. It's also on the screen. Write the correct life process alongside each description. Okay. So a description is given and life processes are also given. Okay. Like life processes are movement, respiration, feeding, growth, response, excretion, reproduction. Okay. And description is given, and on the side of each description you have to write one life process. Okay. On the side of each description you have to write one life process. Number 1. You can number these. Number 1. Producing more of the same kind.
Reproduction.
Okay. Reproduction. Good. It is reproduction. Okay. Number 2. Changing position.
Movement.
Yes. Number 3. Increasing in size.
Growth. What?
Yes. Increasing in size.
Increasing.
Growth. Increasing in size. Growth. Yes.
Growth.
Releasing energy from food.
Respiration.
Respiration. Yes, respiration. Reacting to something.
Response.
Response. Getting rid of waste.
Excretion.
Excretion. Yes.
Feeding.
Taking in food or raw materials. Feeding. Okay, have you written?
Yes.
Okay, now question number 4. The diagram shows a cell. The diagram shows a cell. Okay, you can see a cell. Now, number 1 question is, come to the question number 1. 4th question number 1. I'm going to the next slide. 1 minute. Okay, question number 1. Does the cell come from a plant or an animal? Yes, students. Which cell is it?
Animal cell.
Animal cell. Yes, you can write an animal cell. Okay. Now give two reasons for your answer. Yes, what is the reason? Why it is an animal cell?
Because there is no chloroplast and
Yes.
cytoplasm.
No, cytoplasm is found in both. Okay,
Sir,
because it is not.
I cannot understand. What are you saying?
Question number 4, part 1. I'm asking, does a cell come from a plant or an animal cell? You can see the picture. Now you can tell which cell is this? It is
Animal
it is animal cell. Yes, you can write animal cell. Now we have to give two reasons why this is an animal cell.
Because it has not a cell wall, vacuole, and chloroplast.
Yes, because it has no cell wall, vacuole or chloroplast. You can write
आपकी बात नहीं सही आ रही.
because, write the reason, because it has, be quiet students and write the answer. Because it has no cell wall, comma, vacuole or chloroplast. Spellings must be correct, okay? Because it has no cell wall, vacuole or chloroplast. Okay, next question. Have you written the answer?
Yes.
Number 2.
Yes.
Each animal and plant cell has a nucleus.
Yes.
What does the nucleus do?
The nucleus
Yes,
carries
students.
The whole working of
the nucleus is the brain of the brain of the body.
Oh, not the body of the cell. It's the brain of the cell. Yes, and it controls the working of the cell. You can write the answer. B part answer likhe. Hurry up. The nucleus controls
1 minute.
the nucleus controls the
The
whole working of the cell.
whole
The nucleus controls the whole working of the cell. Okay, the nucleus controls the whole working of the cell. Have you written?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now we have to move to the next question. That is question number 5. Okay, now you are seeing what is shown on the slide, a nerve cell. The diagram shows a nerve cell from an animal. I'm asking question number 5. Okay, so its part A is, what is the job of a nerve cell?
It
Yes,
carries
student.
messages
This
from
to
one
the
part to another.
It carries messages to the every part of the body.
Yes, it carries messages from one part of the body to another. Good. Write the answer. It carries messages. It carries messages
It carries
from one part. Messages from one part
From one part to another.
of the body to another.
muted.
Okay, it carries messages from one part of the body to another. Okay, now B part. How this describe how this cell is suited to its job. Yes, what kind of feature we have studied? What
It
is
has
it having?
It has long.
It has
thin
long,
fibers
thin fibers.
enables it to carry
Yes.
messages.
Good. Write the answer. It has long, thin fibers. Fibers, F-I-B-R-E-S, fibers. It has long, thin fibers which enable it to carry messages. It has long, thin fibers which enable it to carry messages. Have you written the answer?
Yes.
Okay, now come on page number 31.
So can you repeat question number 5 B part?
B part, it has long, thin fibers which enable it to carry messages. Okay. Now students, come on page number 31. That is part 2. Put these in order starting with the simplest. Now you tell me. What is
Organ.
the simplest?
Oh,
Cell,
organ,
Tissue.
tissue,
Organ.
gun,
organ,
Organ system.
system,
organ system,
Organism.
organism. Yes, you can write number 1 cell, number 2 tissue, number 3 organ, number 4 organ system, number 5 organism.
excuse me,
Okay.
teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, on page number 31, second part, put these in order starting with the smallest. मेरे पार्ट के अंदर तो नहीं लिखा हुआ ऑर्गन सिस्टम, वहां पे सिर्फ सिस्टम लिखा हुआ है.
Okay, तो you can write 4 on system. System पे लिखते हैं.
मेरा भी सिस्टम ही लिखा हुआ है.
Okay, you can write on system. organ मिला हुआ नहीं है ना उसके साथ, थोड़ा सा साइड पे है. Organ साइड पर है ना. organ system में गैप है. You can see there is a gap between organ and system.
हमने फिर इकट्ठे लिखना है.
आप इसको इकट्ठे 4 करते हो. Okay, now come to the next question. Okay, the diagram shows. We have to label this diagram. Labeling is given. Number 1 question is name the parts of the eye. Label A to E parts: cornea, iris, lens, pupil, retina. Okay, number A is, you can tell me what is
Iris.
iris. Number A, iris. Number B,
Cornea.
cornea. No, the outer part is cornea. The outer layer is cornea.
टीचर किधर लिखना है?
Question number 6 with the parts. You need to write it with the parts, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you need to write with the parts.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Number C.
Pupil.
Pupil. Number C is pupil. On the front of the lens, there is a pupil. Okay, number D. Number D is
Lens.
lens. Between the muscles, there is a lens. Number E,
Retina.
retina. Okay, I am repeating once again. A, iris. B, cornea. C, pupil. D, lens. E, retina. Have you written all of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now come to question number 2. What changes the shape of part D to enable the eye to focus? Hurry up, students. We have to do 2 questions and I will ask questions from you. What changes the shape of part D to enable the eye to focus?
What is the
Right
meaning of
answer.
this question?
Part D is pupil. Part D is
Of this question.
Part D is lens. Yes, I am telling you. They are asking what changes the shape of lens to enable the eye to focus. What changes the shape of the lens? Lens becomes smaller or lens becomes larger. So what changes the shape of the lens? The muscles. The muscles around the lens.
Your voice is not clear.
The muscles surrounding the lens, they changes the shape of the lens. Okay, so you can write the answer: a ring of muscle
Running around.
running around the edge. A ring of muscle running around the edge. Running around the edge. Okay, part 3. Which part contains light sensitive nerve cells? It's
Retina.
retina. Right, retina. Okay, last question is the optic nerve carries signals from the eye to the brain. What does the brain do with these signals? Now
Send
we
to the
see
body
the
parts. Send to the body.
we see the signals as a picture. So you can write the answer. Interprets them. Write the word INTER. P-R-E-T-S. Pray. Interprets them as the picture that you see. Hurry up, write the last answer. Interprets them as the picture that you see.
Done.
Okay, now I'm going to ask questions.
Done.
Yes, now tell me what is the function of nerve cells? Page number 21. I'm going to ask questions from you.
Your nerve
What is
cell-
the Yes.
The function of the nerve cells is to carry messages from one part of the body to another.
Yes, good. Is to carry messages from one part of the body
Part
to
to the-
another. Yes. Now, what are epithelial cells?
The epithelial cells are thin and flat. They are found in layers covering such surfaces such as skin, lining of the blood vessel, and the alimentary canal. These cells help in protection and absorption.
Just answer the proper question, not read. Okay. So, what is the function of epithelial cells?
Teacher, they
They help in protection and
absorption.
Yes, this is the function of epithelium. Okay, what are pollen grains?
Pollen
Both
grains are also cells.
Some pollen grains are.
What is found inside a pollen grain?
Teacher, a spiky
Both
surface.
adaptations have
No, I'm
Spiky
asking,
surface.
pollination.
I'm asking what is found inside a pollen grain. I have told you.
Spiky surfaces.
That is its structure. I'm asking what is found inside a pollen grain.
Adaptation to help in pollution.
A pollen is found inside a pollen grain. Pollen grains are cells. So a pollen is found inside a pollen grain. You can write. What is it found inside? A pollen. Yes. Okay, what is the function of pollen grains? There is only one function.
They carry from a plant to another and thereby help in plant pollination.
Yes, good. They help in plant pollination. Okay. What kind of a structure they are having?
Spiky surface.
They have a spiky surface. Okay, they have a spiky surface. And
Surface.
also they are having wings,
Wings.
which help them to be carried. Okay, what are red blood cells?
Red blood cells. Red blood cells are the cells that carry oxygen around the body.
Yes, red blood cells are carry oxygen around the body. What is their function? They carry oxygen around the body. Okay. And why do they have a large surface area?
Because
To carry oxygen.
to pick up lots and lots of oxygen.
Okay. Now we have done the exercise. If you are having any confusion on page number 30 or 31, you can ask me. If anyone is having any confusion, you can ask me. Okay?
बुक पे लाइनें लिखवाई हैं, अगर हम ना लिखे तो ठीक है.
What?
ये जो आपने बुक